Told you that I had a real identity crisis that night sitting in the back of that police car. I was not taken to jail. I was released by the grace of God. It was a Peter moment that the cop just walked over and let me out. And I can't say that that was something that turned me around and put me on the right road. There was a series of other events as I continued to go lower and lower. My employees came to me one day and said they needed to talk to me. They were concerned. They felt that I was falling into a deep depression. And I thought to myself, wow, if my employees are going to come to me and tell me that I am depressed and they're worried about me, this has got to be pretty bad if they can see it on the outside, because I thought I had everything all covered up. Back then, you didn't get on the internet. You opened up the provider book and you started making phone calls. And if you guys know, if you got an HMO, you're just calling and you can't get an appointment. And I just kept going through the book, and either they wouldn't answer or they just weren't available, or, hey, 6 months. And I made one more phone call, and a lady answered. And I told her, hey, I'm just looking for a therapist. My employees told me I'm depressed, so I figure I should come talk to somebody. And she's like, oh, what are you doing in the next 30 minutes? Can you come by? Okay. So I did. That lady, Debbie, happened to be a Christian. And Debbie started pointing me on the road back into a relationship with my Heavenly Father. It wasn't a journey straight up. It was still a difficult journey because I had a lot of scars and a lot of wounds. And I found myself one day in my apartment suffering from an incredible bout of loneliness and depression and tears. And I remember falling to my knees on the end of my bed and just crying and saying, God, why am I always alone? And some people may say this didn't happen, but I believe it happened because I heard that voice. And the voice said to me, you're not alone. You've never been alone. I've always been here. And I jumped up and I ran out of the room and ran and locked myself in the bathroom because I'm like, am I going crazy or is there someone else in here watching me? You're not alone.